All right, we've got energy here of tying up loose ends, things that have been on the back burner, things that have been waiting to come into alignment. I'm hearing, what's that statement? Something about eaves, waiting on the eaves. Yeah, waiting on the eaves. I didn't know what that meant. The field and karmic retribution, divine justice. Waiting on the eaves is an expression of suspense, something being on the periphery. I'm seeing the vision of a stage, something in the wings about to come forth. But certain things had to happen in order for these things to happen. Hold on again. Remember the key necklace? It's got that like flower of life pattern. Put the old evil eye pendant on there. And this one has just been waiting in the eaves because I wasn't sure if I was supposed to wear it or what I was supposed to do with it. But I'm putting it on my lantern. So for the last, I don't know, God knows how long, it has been right here, like this, with the anchor that's a little bit rusty. And I actually found a solution for that too. I'm trying something called Evapo-Rust, which dissolves the rust. You just dip it inside and let it sit for, I don't know, a couple hours, and it gets rid of all the rust. And then I'm going to make a clear coat out of the protective clear that I got for the meteorite. So, the anchor and the key, the key. I'm actually going to be getting a different key that also has that flower of life pattern. It just like popped up on my Etsy because I looked at keys there, looked at necklaces there, and I must have like searched at some point or another, but it popped up. Matrix in divine union. Awakened. This is not about forcing anything. We don't need to just do one thing here. The flower of life representation of a pendant, a necklace, we forged it ourselves, you know? I think we were on our way out the door to go to trivia one night, and I made that key onto a little pendant hook that I had left over from something else. It was the original Caduceus hook that went into the lantern. That charm is still in the lantern. So that key came after a very pivotal reading about ascension in the world, the divine timing of it all. So the flower of life key is going to be a wearable necklace very soon. The anchor is going to be, and I thought about buying another pendant for the anchor too, but Spirit didn't want another pendant for the anchor. They wanted that anchor. So I'm fixing it. Sometimes you get a new one. Sometimes you fix it. It depends on what's right for you, what's meant for you, what's supposed to be there. And that goes for love too, I guess. Is it right for you? Is that one special? Is it the one? Do you deserve something new that's reminiscent of what you originally wanted? Or do you want to take that very special thing that you had originally and make it work? These are the questions we're supposed to be thinking about right now. And it occurred to me that we've had these pieces of this puzzle on the eaves for God knows how long now. The key necklace, the anchor necklace, the meteorite that's coming in, which I guess it's time to speak it. I found another meteorite to represent the Chintamani. And I was reading the description of the Chintamani, and it was a pearl-like gem. A pearl-like gem that's almost, ooh, look at that moon. That's very similar. Oh my God. A pearl-like gem that's luminescent, pearlescent. It almost glowed with an aura. And the description almost reminded me of like the Shikon jewel from Naruto. Not Naruto, Inuyasha. Inuyasha Shikon jewel reminded me of this meteorite sphere. There's something called a Widmanstatten pattern that you only get from like that specific type of meteor once it's been like polished and etched, which is like dipped in an acid solution or something, and that reveals this crazy pattern that can only form from millions and billions of years in space, with it getting hotter and colder, hotter and colder. So this meteorite has this crazy pattern. So I'm thinking about applying some kind of pearlescent polish to it, something that's going to be almost iridescent, or maybe give it a pearl-like sheen, but without covering the pattern too much, and then making a clear coat. And that pearl-like gem from the heavens came. It's probably about that big. The way that it looked online was like they had it held in 3 fingers and it was crossing like about that big. Like a little bit spilled onto each finger, but her hand was probably a little bit smaller than mine. So it's not huge. It wouldn't be that much bigger than a really large pearl. So that is going to be the Chintamani. And I think it's going to be perfect, you know? It's a perfect representation of that. I'm not going to be able to make it actually glow with the magical aura, but a gem that fell from the heavens with pearl-like qualities, and it's made of something that's 4.5 billion years old. It's been here on the planet for at least 500 years. I think that one might be, I think it might have crashed 1,000 years ago or something. It was the one in, I cannot pronounce it. It starts with an M, but it's like been in Sweden under permafrost for like, God knows how long, a really long time. And that stopped it from degrading, I guess, which is what makes it such a good like kind of meteorite. Anyway, it's very cool. I really enjoy this research process right now. But anyway, because I found another meteorite to represent the Chintamani, I'm going to have a 4th necklace here with the meteorite, the Campo del Cielo. So that has 4 necklaces in the rotation at that point. And even if I retire this, there doesn't have to be one necklace that represents the next chapter. It could just be a culmination of all the different pieces so far. And that's what I'm talking about. All of the pieces coming together. Divine Feminine. We had the Divine Masculine earlier. This is divinely directed. And all of these things have just been on the burner waiting for completion. But it's time. And everything that's been building up has been coming to a culmination. This month, it seems like. The blue jay, the universe, the crystalline grid. Interesting. And we've been waiting and watching to see what happens here. But do you remember December of last year? We entered the new year fucking swinging. Fighting for our life a little bit. But we came in like a fucking wrecking ball, man. Why am I about to cry right now? Doesn't make any sense. Phoenix. Maybe that's the point. Phoenix alignment. The pod. We came in like a goddamn wrecking ball. Ready to do whatever we had to do. Round 2.